Hey, what's up everybody? This is DJ Phanatic from DJPhanaticBeats.com. I just wanted to do an unboxing of this interface that arrived actually a little while ago. I haven't had a chance to actually do this video, but as you saw in the description, it's the Focusrite, the Scarlet 2i2, and it's just I thought I'd do some videos of certain items that I purchased from my studio that's adding to the production value of my whole setup. So anyway, without further ado, here's the unboxing. I actually forgot to get a knife, but we're just gonna keep this camera rolling as I do this. Again, check out DJPhanaticBeats.com for music and whatnot on beats. And I got a lot of deals going on. Hey, I appreciate all the love, man. People hitting me up in the comments on my music. I appreciate it. So, and also, once you're there, go ahead and give me your name and email, and I'll send you some free music. You can download free beat. So anyway, just visit the website, and I appreciate the love. But as I get this open, here we go. Hope this isn't too close. Focusrite has been doing their thing for a while, and for those that don't know what an interface is, you probably do, but if you don't, it's all good. You're learning. Interface, basically, you can have music or audio and put it into a digital information, basically into your computer or your DAW, which is your digital audio workstation. Currently, I am using the FL Studio 12. They just had a new update, which is really dope. But, I also use the Akai software. That's what I started with, but I'm definitely feeling FL Studio a lot lately. And that's, most of my beats are made on that currently. So, with this interface, I thought it'd be a great addition to the studio. So let me stop talking. You want to see what it looks like, as I open it. Sorry for the bad angle. There you go. You got all your countries there. And here it is, the Scarlet 2i2, the USB recording interface for musicians on the go. It's very compact, as you can see the size, whatever. Of course, you have, the inputs. Universal, I think they call it universal input, where you can put a 1/4 inch or an XLR into the same input. There's 2 inputs, and also there's 2 gains there, basically to monitor your input signal. And also it has these cool lights or whatever that let you know if you're clipping or not when your signal is going in. And what I really do like, after looking at some videos before buying this, it was I think it's the monitor, not the monitor. It was direct monitor, that option. Basically, it stops the latency when someone's performing, or like you have a guitarist playing into your DAW or something, and it's instant. Basically, the track isn't, like, you're playing and it's not behind the track what you hear. And of course, it's good for the performer. Of course, there's other videos out there, but as I look around the box here, you get to see more clearly. It has phantom power, for your condenser microphones, which is a unique power designed for certain microphones that you'll be using. More higher end microphones use that type of power. You have, different inputs. You have line and instrument. I believe line is usually, forgive me if I'm incorrect here, but I think it's usually for microphones, I believe. And obviously instrument is for like instruments, but you can play around with that, because I think after researching a few things, I know the line, I think it's the line that's really hot input, like a high signal. So basically you can play really low and it goes in really loud into your software. So you kind of have to check on that. I forgot which one is the hot signal, but anyway, you can probably let me know in the comments for those that are very familiar with it. What's really cool, you got your headphone monitor, you know, control. Let's say you got a performer or whatever, you know, they can control the headphone volume independent of, you know, the studio monitors, the monitor, you know, that your output's coming on. And of course it's USB powered, you know, USB recording interface, and the company's Focusrite. You got a lot of cool products. This is I think this is the mid-level interface. They have I think a smaller one and two larger ones. A bigger one, I think 4 inputs, whereas one above that. If I'm mistaken, I know for sure there's one larger that has more inputs, basically. I got this because you know, it's a good addition to any studio, and it's small, compact, and I heard it actually has good sound quality. And I don't really need anything too large, because I'm using this mainly for probably vocal work on some future videos I'm gonna do. You know, like vocal work, like narrating, basically what I'm doing now off camera, and also some other videos that I probably do. And also, I got it for recording into my software. That way, you know, I can do some sample work with my voice or whoever's voice, and do some scratch vocals, and also instruments. I plan on actually picking up the guitar again, and it's been years, but you know, I always played live instruments, and I definitely want to get back into playing the guitar some more. So this will, you know, play a part in that and getting that sound in there. So I turn the box around, you see that. Okay, you're not really interested in that stuff. Okay, you saw that. Okay, it's pretty much the same thing you saw on all sides. You didn't see here is the back of it. You got your USB, you know, port where it gives power. You got your line outputs left and right. You know, it goes right into your monitors. And I'm actually doing a video on the new monitors that I purchased, which are outstanding by Rocket. But you'll see that video soon. I definitely wanted to get this unboxing done for you guys. I think it's been out for a little while. There might be a new one. But if you're just starting out or you have a small studio, this is perfect. You know, just use it to its best, you know, best ability. And on the back, you know, the 2i2, obviously 2 inputs, 2 outputs, I think. No, I think that's for left and right for 2 speakers. But anyway, it gives you a nice diagram on how to set up your studio, and also, you know, how the back you would hook up. Obviously, you know, I can't see from the camera if you can see that, but the ring LEDs for signal and clip indication, running from green through amber to red. So it has stages of colors. It's not just green and red. It lets you know, like, hey, red obviously is a really high signal, and that means what's going in there is pretty loud. You may have to make some adjustments. Obviously, you plug your laptop or computer right in there. That's where it gets its power. I think let's see, what do I have? I think it's well, back then it was Pro Tools. Not Pro Tools, I mean Digi Design. But now it's Avid. But I have a Digi Design Mbox 2, and I think that one required its own power. So you had an adapter and a USB, but this one actually just has USB, which is cool. And obviously you plug in your main monitors here, so you get your output of whatever you're producing or working on, or performing in. On the front, let's see. See what's interesting. Okay, yeah, I was right. They have the microphone. You can go right in there. You can be. Usually it's XLR for microphones. It has a line. See, it's set to line for the microphone, and for the guitar, it's set to instrument. So I think I was right. Line is, you know, like a vocal line is an input setting for the microphone for the vocal performance. And for, oh my bad, for the guitar, your instrument or whatever you put in, you usually use the instrument setting. This type of microphone, I doubt use phantom power, but it doesn't look like there's an option. It doesn't look like there's an option to turn phantom power on or off. It might just constantly be on, and based on a microphone that you use, it may just know like, hey, it needs phantom power, so here you go. But anyway, you plug your headphones in here, and you can also have a different instruments that you can plug in. Let's say it has two outputs. See how they're showing a dotted line? If you have two, like a left and right signal coming from a workstation or keyboard or whatever, or stage piano, you can put them in both lines. That way you get a stereo signal into your computer. I'm just going to go over some of the quick little, I know you can read a box, but this is for people that just ran across this video or don't want to take a trip to the store, don't feel like, reading this stuff online. But anyway, there's two high-quality, award-winning Focusrite mic pre's. Focusrite interfaces are the best around in their class. Basically, a mic pre is it has a built-in pre. Basically, pre is like a short for preamp. Basically, it quiets electrical noise. That way, your signal going in is very clean and clear, and that's exactly what you want when you, especially doing vocal work, and also when you play instruments as well. It has high quality 24-bit 96 kilohertz USB 2.0 interface. There's 3.0 interfaces out there, that way you can transfer data fast, but this is pretty good. The 24-bit obviously is high quality. This is great sound. CDs are 16-bit, and that is outstanding sound. This is usually for the digital era, 24-bit, when you're working in your DAW or you're trading projects with somebody, or basically, how should I put this? 24-bit is good. Anyway, that's great sound quality. If you have 24-bit and you like CDs and it's 16-bit, basically imagine how good that sounds, the clarity of it. That's a good one. Anyway, let's see. Total in and out count of 2 inputs and 2 outputs. 2i2. Record your vocals and guitar together or any stereo source, such as a stage piano or a synthesizer. They like stage pianos. Scarlet VST AU RTAS plugin suite for use in the mix. Basically, I know you've been staring at all these down here. What's this cool? You get software with this purchase, and I watched a really good video about each one of these, and I think it was like 3 hours long. But anyway, I'll share it with you. Maybe I'll remember putting a link or something. But I know there was, my bad, I know there was an EQ, and this is a gate, Focusrite gate, I believe, and compressor and reverb, and I heard they're pretty good. So I'll look into using those, and I'm excited to just try them out on a few things. I love plugins, and I love how engineers work on these so hard and just constantly looking for innovation. And I think it's pushing music forward, and it makes things a lot easier and opens the door for creativity. So you'll probably hear my beats. Once again, check out djphanaticbeats.com, for the music that I've been working on, and this will be a part of it. Just to go down a little more on some of the key points here. Has a large monitor level dial and direct monitor function. Basically, that big knob right there, you turn it. Anyway, that's your volume for your main studio outputs. And the direct monitor function basically is what I was telling you earlier, how you can control the volume of your speakers and track without distracting latency. If latency latency basically is it's a delay. Let's say you know, like the speed of light. You know, you shoot a beam of light from Earth into space. It'll take time to get to whatever point or whatever. But as soon as from the point where I shine the flashlight or whatever, like a flashlight can reach space, but you get what I'm trying to say. Basically, you play the guitar, but it'll take time for it to be received into your DAW. So you don't want to actually play or perform like that where the music is always behind, and it just makes a uncomfortable. You can't really perform like that. I tried because I didn't really know what I was doing when I had my M-Box, and it had some weird latency issues, and I had to go through all these settings in Pro Tools to figure it out. And that was years ago, and it's cool that that feature makes it a lot easier and simple for someone to perform. So latency used to be a serious issue, but nowadays it's nothing because technology has finally made it convenient. Some additional features: front panel headphone output with level knobs, talked about that. 2 high Z instrument inputs plug in your guitar directly, that's cool. USB powered, no power supply needed, that's also cool. Switchable phantom power, oh, so you can switch it on and off. I don't know where the switch is for it, but I guess maybe it's in some software or something, I don't know. Anodized aluminum unibody chassis, it's robust enough to take on the road. Ring LEDs for signal and clip indication. Included inside the box, Ableton Live Lite 8, all you need to create, produce, and perform. I might not use that, I'm not sure, I might look into it. I have so much stuff that I really need to focus on as far as plugins and other VSTs. And oh, speaking of VSTs, basically these are different formats of plugins: VST, AU, RTAS. They're all plugins. These are just different versions of a plugin. So anyway, if you are confused about that, you can always just look it up and learn. So anyway, I'm gonna open this up. See, it's pretty much really nice to open here. I mean, easy open. Okay, what do you got here? Download your software. There's no software CD included with your product. Download the latest drivers and software by registering your product. Oh, so they don't give you any CDs. I think the video that I saw a while back had CDs in there. This is kind of cool. That way you cut down on waste, making CDs and using plastic, and the box would be heavier. Imagine sending 1 million of these out, and the type of waste that you'll have making CDs and putting it in. That's a cost-cutting, effective method. And this way they kind of keep all the software, you know, at their servers and whatnot. So anyway, I'll download my software, those plugins that that I was discussing earlier. I'm sure I would need to, install some drivers or whatever. Important safety instructions. Read these instructions. Keep these instructions. Heed all warnings. Follow all instructions. Do not use apparatus near water. Oh God, this is funny. Or anything with water. No, that doesn't say that. If you're, you got your alcoholic beverage sitting on top of it, I don't recommend that. I've seen some videos where I've seen glasses on all kinds of equipment, and I witnessed a lot of equipment damaged, in my career with, I saw a beer on a turntable, Techniques turntable, and he turned it on and the beer was spinning around. And it wasn't like a trick that he was trying to do or anything. It was just, he forgot it was on there. Luckily, the beer didn't spill while it's turning around. Oh yeah, it did spill when he finally realized it was spinning around. When he went to grab it, it spilled a little bit on the equipment. So anyway, don't use this near water or put your drinks near it, or have like, you know, a drink on a studio desk and you have vibrations from your monitors and it falls on this, because it is not waterproof. Most electronic equipment isn't. Anyway, clean only with dry cloth. Do not install near any heat source. Protect the power cord. Anyway, yeah, read that if you're interested in it, because it says keep these instructions, heed all warnings, read these instructions. So I will read that off camera. I'll spare you. And as we continue the boxing, I'm going to show you. Here's some cool packaging here. Some nice little egg, what do you call it? Like egg carton holders. And I became very interested in boxing, how a product is packaged. Because ever since since my first Apple product that I bought way back when like iPod was new, I was fascinated with the boxing, and I've been reading finally the book on Steve Jobs, man, and he talked about his detail that he paid attention to in boxing. You build a special product, and your presentation is essential. You know, you want to feel like you got something special. You know, you spent time and you put all your energy into something just to throw it in the regular box. That, you know, it wouldn't make any sense. It devalues the experience. And I find boxing to be pretty special in its own right. I know some people are like, yo, what is he talking about? But, you know, for people that don't care about boxing, this is not for you. It's all good. But it gives me a mindset of when I produce music. It's like I put a lot of energy in certain songs, actually in every song, and it's how it's packaged. You know, you want it to sound great. You want it to be unique. You want it to just bang. You want it to just inspire people or reach someone. And boxing is part of that. You're reaching the consumer. And I just opened this box and I'm doing an unboxing. And it's, you know, it's just cardboard, but it has its images on it, you know, and it's simply packaged. Not much waste, I notice, and not even CDs. So that was a thought in the process of packaging. So let me stop rambling on. Let me show you the rest of this and make this a little shorter. But anyway, as I open it up, it's in a nice little sealed plastic bag. Look how small it is. It's very light and very portable. I'm probably going to save this bag, especially when I'm, you know, traveling for studio work, or I got some sessions to do with some artists or something. I'll just open this up for the video. Of course, you got that in there, you know, to avoid moisture. That doesn't have any music in it, you know, and basically it's not part of the product. Don't pour it on the product, and definitely don't eat it. You know, do not eat, throw away. What language is that? You tell me at the bottom. And as I take this out, the nice sealed bag. Oh, I love this finish. I don't know if you can get that. I just put my warm hand on it. See that sheen? That's really nice. I like that. You know, you saw the pictures, so I'll turn it around. Here's the back. Like I said, you use USB 2.0. You got your line outputs right and left. And when you're hooking up your monitors, don't make sure you hook them up accordingly. Your right monitor goes here, because you'll be panning left or right or something, and it's opposite. So just pay attention to that. I think this is a locking port or something. I don't see a switch for phantom power, so I guess it's automatic, but it says switchable in the key points there. Okay. My bad. So anyway, there's that nice sheen. Okay. Nice color red, I like that. And then you got the front. You got your, your knobs here, stiff, because it's all new. It smells new too. I got your monitor. I'm turning that up and down. Oh, there's a switch. It's a push button. You can push it, probably to engage. Push it again to disengage. You got your earphone monitor, your USB, what do you call that? Signal. Let it know it's getting power. Direct monitor on or off for when you perform, to disable latency issues. And you got your line and instrument switch. So pretty simple. I think the larger one has 4 inputs in these same sections here, and I think some other features. I think they make a smaller one of this. I think it's called is it micro? I'm not sure. I think it's just 1 input, and it's like half the size of this. But this is super dope, and it's very affordable. So I think it was around 100 or maybe a little over 100, and it'll definitely add to your studio if you don't have an interface to bring natural audio into your projects or record vocals. I'm actually looking forward to a few sessions, to get some artists recording on my beats. So this would play a big part in that and getting that good clean sound in there. And I have a dope microphone too. I'm looking to expand. Maybe I'll do a video on that too, on some other equipment that I have. But this is my new baby, and I'm excited to use it. This is a USB cord. Of course, 2.0, but I'm sure it's efficient to transfer the information to it. So I'm gonna put this back in the box and actually download my software and whatnot and get everything set. That way I can do more videos, and I can also do some more unique things with audio with some of the beats that you'll be hearing. And I got that on camera, but I didn't drop this. So anyway, that's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, appreciate it. Subscribe and check out some of my beats. They're all for sale. I'll leave some links provided below. And that has been the unboxing of the Scarlet 2i2, the USB recording interface for musicians on the go. Appreciate the love. Thanks. DJ Phanatic, signing out. Peace.